unplugged. One of these. Okay, there we go. Now the mic is working. Why was the mic not working? That's weird. All right, and then chat. Okay, so it looks like we might be good now. Let's pop out chat. Okay, so everything seems to be working. Every time I would start the stream, all of my USB ports would die. So I unplugged a bunch of stuff that I wasn't using, and it seems to have worked. Okay. Okay, let's give this a shot. Oh boy, it's so you can't tell how much nonsense is going on behind the camera to make this a reality. So just trust that there is in fact a whole lot of nonsense going on to make this a reality right now. Okay, I don't want to mess with this because if I unplug it, it might not work again. Okay, grab some brushes. What we got here? This one. I like this one. I like this one. This will be enough for now, I think. Okay. I want this light closer, though, if I can get it closer. Oh, but it's just this giant brightness in my face. Okay, where did I put my rag at? There it is. I should have done something with these cables before getting started. Would probably have been the smart thing. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, that's what that was. Oh no! Did I throw it away or did I save it because I thought I might need it later? Because I thought I might figure out what it went to. No, my boy, the back of his sword. Oh no! Ah! That the piece of that has been sitting on my desk for a significant amount of time, and I kept thinking, what does that go to? I should just throw it away. So I finally cleaned my desk off, and I think I threw it away. I either threw it away or I put it. It's probably gone. Oh man, how did it even break off? Stream's ruined. Day's over, or something like that. I don't know. Well, that sucks. The webcam die again. Crap. Oh. Okay, I got this. I was thinking properties, deactivate, activate. You gonna work this time? Nope. I think I have to get a new webcam. I think that this one is kaput. For reasons that are beyond my ability to understand, I think that this webcam is not very good. This will be the last time I buy a Razer product ever. Hold on, let me reset the webcam again, like the 30th time. What else do I have plugged in? Let me see if there's anything USB related I can still unplug. Hold on. The keyboard and the mouse. This is. What does this go to? I think that's the keyboard one. Or the microphone. That's probably the microphone right there. It's that. No, I don't think so. Alright, we're just gonna have to try and make it work. Where's my. I guess I don't really need the headset. That would be nice, actually. I don't need the headset because I'm not. I could put headphones on, actually. I could put headphones, listen to music on my phone. Alright, let's get the webcam running again. If the webcam's going to keep dying like this, I'm not sure that I can do this, though. Alright, so properties. I forgot that it was doing this last time. For some reason, this webcam just randomly, it just stops working. So if it, we're gonna hope that it works better. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Logitech. I don't know why I didn't just buy a Logitech. I think that there was a good sale on this, and this was like really highly regarded. Okay, so where do we want to start? Um, we'll go with, we'll do the Am I back? Okay, yeah, every like 2 minutes, all of my USB devices stop working. I'm not sure what the issue is. Let me try and plug in something else. Where is my keyboard plugged in at? I think it is this. No, this one. No, is it this one? Is it this one? I think it's this one. It's probably this one. Okay, let's unplug that. And we'll leave unplug the headset. Is this the headset? I don't know what this one plugs into. Don't put my microphone? No. Okay. Well, what did I unplug? What did I unplug? What? Wait, what did I just unplug? Okay, so the mouse is plugged in, the keyboard's still plugged in. What are these even connected to? What does this go to? So you guys can't see, but I'm on a little adventure. Okay, so I did unplug my headset. Okay, that's my headset plugged in. I'm not using it right now. Now what is this other one I unplugged? Let's go to nothing. It didn't go into anything. Okay, that's fine. We don't need that then. I wonder if it's to do with I wonder if it has to do with trying to run this light and also run the webcam at the same time. I wonder if maybe that's related. Let me plug this into the back so it's plugged into a different section. They're not both plugged into the front. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it couldn't just be a wall plug-in. I hate that everything has to be USB these days. Okay, so let me pull up Razer Central, Razer Synapse. Now I will say that this webcam has caused me issues outside of this. This is the first time that I've had this specific issue, but the webcam has been an ordeal for months now. That's part of why I don't stream as much because it's always a nonsense to deal with. Deactivate, activate. All right, we should be back now. Give it a second. Yeah. I don't even know if I have a wall outlet I could use for it. It's not going to work. Oh, because I still have it pulled up right here. But the thing is it works fine until I deactivate, activate. Come on now. There we go. Okay, let's roll with it again. All right, come on. Work with me this time, friend. Work with me. Yeah, yeah, it's been an issue. It's been having issues for a while now. Okay, so I'll probably. It needs another coat of green. Oh, what green was I using? Oh boy. Oh boy. I put them up the other day. I thought I think I was using orc skin. I think it was orc skin. Which really not great naming conventions. Absolution green. I don't think it was Absolution green. Maybe it was, but I'm pretty sure it was work. Okay, grim black. Okay, we're still working. So we'll do a thin coat of green on top of the green parts because it needs a little it needs just a little touching at again. So we'll do that first. Oh, and for scale, here is okay, it wasn't open, that's good. Scale here is the Lion and Determinator. He is significantly bigger, so if you put him at about foot level, he is over a head taller. All right. Okay. Put a little bit of this. I'm going to double check and make sure that it is in fact the right color before I use it. Oh, where to put my rag? I have my trusty towel that always sits in my lap. I always keep it on my left knee for when I use it. Okay, so let's just put a little right there. Yeah, that's the right color. Probably should have thinned it. Oh no, I've already put a little bit on the black. Luckily, he's mostly black. Most of his colors are black, and so it's not as bad if I get a little somewhere else. This is way too big of a brush, actually. I'm not using this one. At least to get in the little crevasse here. I don't have anything specific planned to talk about. I just know I need to do some painting, and since Jake has Jake's on call, I thought he would appreciate this. Try and motivate him as well because we both have a lot of painting we need to do. How's the microphone sound? Because I've got it kind of out of the way so that it's not not an ordeal for me to deal with. Stressful, stressful. A bit quiet. Okay. Can I maybe turn it up? Here, I'll move it a little closer, and I'll kind of lean into it as I paint. That way, I don't have to move it in my way. Oh, gotta stay in the middle of the camera. What's funny is I'm not a great painter, but like I paint good enough that anyone that I would play with would say, "Oh, that looks really cool. Nice, good job." But I stress so much about it, even though like I do a good job, you know? Life's kind of like that. It's kind of like human nature, I suppose. I don't know how painting in my new chair is because I'm not getting to enjoy the chair. I'm having to fight around all of this stuff. You can't tell how insane my desk looks at the moment. I really need something to sit. I wonder if I do this. I wonder if I set this in the background, it'll serve as a background and sort of help it to focus better. Oh, I can't believe you have time to split like that. Okay. Honestly, I think I've actually hit most of the spots on him. Oh, I'm dreading doing that part again. Yep. Yep. I try and not stress as much to actually get things done, but sometimes I still do. In fact, I would say often I still do. I really need a flat backdrop so it'll focus. I was thinking about that, but I didn't really know how to address it. No! Ah, crap, I got some on the angel. I'm just going to use a really strong color on the angel, and I'm going to pretend that I didn't get any paint on it. Alright, we're just doing a little touch-up work here. I don't need to do really thorough. A couple little spots where I missed. I'll try and periodically make sure that the camera is focusing properly. The Grangel, yeah, the Grangel. Getting into those little crevasses is just the worst part. What I find I usually do, I think this is actually the technique. I'm not saying this is like something I invented, but I assume this is what you're supposed to do. Is I often will just put the brush in front of where I want it to go, like this, and then sort of just shove forward and down and let it sort of fill its way into the gap. I think that's actually what you're supposed to do. Right, the back of that looks pretty good. Okay. Okay. All right, his mostly looks pretty good. Crap, if I really threw that stinking piece away. I wonder, what did I do with all that trash when I cleaned out the other day? Did I put it in my trash can? Because I haven't taken my trash out. And it's nothing gross in there. I was watching him play today, and he lost his first match, or he lost the match that I watched, but I didn't get to watch anymore, so I'm not sure. But he wasn't. He did make top four, so still the goat. And I'm just using regular parchment paper. Is why I buy the super expensive like designer stuff when it's really just parchment paper. I even use a even smaller brush. I have so many brushes, and I don't even use most of them. All right, this one actually looks pretty good. There's a couple spots that are a little too dark. I'm not going to stress about that too much. All right, I'm just going to put some paint down on here, and then I'll go back and wow, some of this looks way better in person than it does on camera. All right, I'm just going to put a little bit of paint down a couple spots, and then I'm going to go back afterwards, and I'll go back and then actually move it around where it needs to be because I have too much paint on the brush. So try and remove some of it. Put somewhere it goes, and then go back and address the splotches. Okay. And then blend it in. Blend it in. All right, use the little tip of the brush. Yeah, you gotta lick the brush. Sometimes I just lick the paint directly and skip the step. Okay. Oh, I need to make sure I'm on camera. Okay, there's a spot right there. It's a little more silver. We'll probably do the gold next, maybe. The blue. One of those. For the power weapons. Okay. It's a little splotchy in a couple places, but it's not really going to be a great way for me to fix that. Man, I wish I could have put the camera on. I mean, if I could put the light on the other side of me, that would be so much nicer. It'd give me a lot more room, and I wouldn't be blocking my own light. That kind of stinks. But only a little bit. Okay, there's some spots on here. Am I just not able to get the paint on there? Why is it not going? Oh, it's off the camera. There we go. A little more paint on the brush. There's a little spot back there that got missed. Oh no, I got some on the leg. That's fine. There's a little bit right there, but the gold will cover that up. Yeah, I'm trying really hard to not be so obsessive about making it perfect, because it's just not gonna be. I'm not that good, and even if I was that good, it still wouldn't be perfect, because that's, how it works, unfortunately. Perfection is a fool's errand. Okay. Probably could have hit that skull with some of the silver, but that's okay. Man, I hate that spot on the belt. Oh, that's killing me. Oh well, and there's some right there too. Well, those don't have dark colors over them, so it won't really matter very much. That's the other thing I've been trying to remember is I can always go over a mistake with the darks. If I'm using a dark paint, it's not as bad if you make a mistake because the dark paint covers way better. And so one thing I've been doing with this is, as you can see, I've got the bright colors on first, and I can go in with the darker colors, and so it's a little easier to clean up your mistakes afterwards. I didn't set out to do that on purpose. I just sort of wound up doing it, and it worked out. It wasn't something I sat down and planned. It sort of happened, and then I realized. I think it happened because I was afraid of starting with the dark colors. No, that's bad. Right, hold on. I want to wind up painting the camera by the end of the day, I think. Come on, come on, get off there. Get off there. There we go. Get off there. There we go. Much better. The line's actually pretty close. I mean, these are all pretty close to being done. There's not really that much left to them. I did a really good job in when I was doing these back in January. Okay, let me just put a little extra paint on there. Okay, that's fine. All right, almost done with the green. Oh dear Lord, I hate this one so much. It's so cool. It's so cool, but look, look at how little space you have to work with. And the camera's just picking up all my little mistakes. Wow. It looks better in person. I guess because my eyes don't zoom in like the second camera does. Okay. We can, exactly. Happy little mistake. Okay. Another oopsie daisy right there. You can sometimes see I had this in my mouth. I stick it in my mouth and hold on to it. So every once in a while, you're probably going to wind up seeing it on the stream when I'm doing my cleanups. Like this. There we go. That's another thing I did starting with these minis, was having a brush on hand that was only meant for cleanups. Nothing else. That way I don't have to worry about like specifically washing a brush or grabbing a new one. I just have one that's only meant to do cleanups. Okay. Okay. Come on, come on. Okay, there we go. We got it in. Got it in there. Yeah, we got it in. Okay. Okay. A little splotchy. I don't mind that much. Because it'll be really hard to fix it. The harder it is to fix, the less I mind the mistake, I think. It's the mistakes that I know I'm gonna have to fix because they're not hard to fix, that's the ones that I hate the most. But like the mistakes, like if there's splotches and I know I've got to do like a bunch of different layers and blending, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, it'll be fine. It's just more work than I feel like doing, so I just give up on it. Piece of hair right here. Okay, it was just the webcam though. We'll just restart it. I have to figure something out on this. It wasn't everything, so this time it was just the webcam. Man, that's really annoying. Okay, all right, it's working again. So properties, deactivate, activate. Okay, there we go. We're back. Well, at least I figured out the flow to getting it back online really quickly. So that's something. I've grown as a person today. Oh no, my finger slipped. Ah. No, I say slipped, I twitched. Oh no 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 no. No no no. No, okay, it's coming off. It's coming off. Okay. Ah, okay. It's saved. Um, oh, but the top part isn't. That's one thing, because of I don't know if it's Tourette's. I don't know if I have Tourette's or if it's just like a byproduct of OCD, but I have really bad flinches and twitches sometimes. And that's another thing that can cause me fits when I'm painting is sometimes I just have to do a thing and it overrides my desire to not make a painting mess. Okay. A couple other spots that need a little bit of extra paint. I can see a couple light spots. Some of these splotches also aren't going to look as bad when they dry. They look worse when they're wet. So you can't really address them fully until later. Let's twist this a little bit this way. Okay, it's a little more comfortable for me, I think. Okay. Oh, didn't the new season of Last of Us came out on HBO Max? Because I started rewatching the first season because it was really good. I'm kind of scared to start the second one though. I'm always scared of like second seasons of things that I enjoy. There's a lot of ways that it can go wrong. I think this is actually the brush you gave me. Is this the one you gave me, or is it? No, it's the Army Painter one. Oh, where is that one? That was still probably my favorite paintbrush. Did I grab it out already? No. Is it this one? I think this is the one that came with my set. I got it. Right? Maybe it is this one. Hold on. Oh, what is this? Oh, no, here it is, right here. That's the one. That's the one that you gave me. Ah, yeah. That's usually my favorite brush. I forgot about it. It's either that one or this one. I think it's the Army Painter one. It's one of these two. I know it's one of the white brushes. These are the ones I tend. Out this. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna try without the camera. The crap. We're gonna try without the light and see if it's still viewable. Um, if not, I'll try and find some way to plug it in because it's a USB. It's a just a regular USB, and I don't know if I have a regular USB outlet anymore. I think all I have is USB-C ones. Yeah, yeah. The whole hub died. Yeah, I know. But everything eventually comes back on except for the camera. The camera does not come back on until I reset it. Okay. Okay. Is this I'd much rather have the light, but this is still viewable, I think. I think this will be fine. We'll just go with it. Oh, I miss my lights so much though. It's so much easier to see. We're gonna just run with it though. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. Spot right here. Okay. And then, oh, I wonder if I could power that with my battery pack. That would probably be a dumb idea. But it might work. Ah, that's smart. That's really smart. I didn't even think about that. Well, it's Leighton has a PS5. I have a PS4 that I never use. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I appreciate Mr. Squid having his birthday before mine so that his doesn't get in the way of everyone celebrating mine. We can go ahead and knock his out before everyone gets excited for me. You know what I mean? It's because it's awkward whenever people have to split the excitement because I always get more of it than the other people do, you know? I feel bad. It's hard to enjoy your own birthday. Ooh, this one's really splotchy. Bit of a challenge to keep everything in frame. Okay. Do I? Nah, we'll just keep going. Well, no, the splotches are from last time. What, Landry? They're about to go to the baseball game. So she's just asking to watch my TV before they go, I think. But they're leaving right now, so. Yeah, these are splotches from last time. That's already dried, unfortunately. Okay. So I want to keep my arm kind of planted like this and make it a little better. Okay. A dry on splotcher. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. This one actually looks really good, the cloak. I'll just do a little bit like this just because there's a splotch. I'll hit a little bit of extra here. Come on now, get some paint. You ever have those spots? That's not a bad idea, actually. I'm still kind of hungry after dinner. Yeah, I've heard the Codex is really strong from what I was seeing. Hopefully it's more strong in a gives you lots of tools way and not in a other person doesn't get to do thing kind of way, which the Eldar kind of were for a while, unfortunately, even though I like them a lot. Where is let me try I really want that light back. Let me see if I have a USB-C. I mean just regular USB hub. So give me 2 minutes. Hi. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm gonna try plugging this in and see how it works. What? I'll deal with it tomorrow. I'll take care of it. Okay, plug this in. I'm expecting to sit down and realize the camera quit working anyway. But here's to hoping it didn't. Oh. Aha! And then there was light. I really should put some headphones on and have something to listen to. Let me make this a little... Ah, it's so much easier to see. Because I could listen off of my phone. And then I could listen to copyrighted material and you would never know. Because I'm not broadcasting it, so it's, not a problem. Okay. Some of the splotches don't look bad, actually, like right there. That actually looks good, I think. Okay. There we go. Too much brain power. True, true. This is our bonus boy. If I somehow finish these tonight, I don't suspect I will, but if I do, this will be the bonus boy or my blade guard. All right, I forgot. Do I want to put? I think the lion actually looks good on the green. The problem with the lion is this right here. Ugh. Ugh. That needs to be fixed. That's his issue. That's kind of the only thing really holding this one back because this one's mostly done. I just need to do the gold and then like just the accent work really. But this right here, I've been dreading dealing with this. Ugh. Yeah, that's what it was. Sure, we'll go with that. Okay, so So then next up, we'll do. I guess I could do the gold. The gold is not a bad idea. I need to do the I need to do the green highlights. Do I want to use, so I want to do like a glaze of green. Do I want to use this same color? Because I like this one a lot. Do I want to use this same green color? Or do I want to use a different green for the glaze? That's kind of a question. Let's see here. Didn't I do that with him? No, I didn't. Like with the lion, I highlighted his rivets in green. Different one. Okay, we'll use a different green. So we have green skin, which is probably the same color, but not a speed paint version. What other greens do we have? Bones, not green. We have a Vallejo green. This is olive green. Okay. I wonder. I wonder if the plasmatic bolt. It looks more. It doesn't look very green on screen for some reason, but it's green because this is very bright green. I wonder if it would work better with the black. I don't know why it looks blue. It's not blue. It's not blue in real life. It's not blue in real life. We're gonna give it a shot. And because these fellows are painted black, it's really easy, if I don't like it, just to hit them with another layer of black. Which is why if you look, I actually didn't, so I used the speed paint black. Why is it not focusing now? Come on, work with me. If you look, I left a lot of, like, I didn't do it, I didn't completely coat them in black, so that there would be a little bit of, so there would be a little bit of light areas where the green, when I glaze them, where the green would really stand out. So I purposely did only one coat of black instead of like two to finish them off. So that didn't really work. So let's set this like this. I also could do Absolution Green, which is a really dark one. I kind of wonder if the dark one might just blend in too much. I'm not sure. I don't really have a mini I could test it on either. So it's really just going to be a let's just go with it kind of thing. I think we're gonna go with the dark green because I want it to be very subtle. You think it'll be too powerful? Okay. Hmm. I guess I could maybe try it on the back. Maybe try it like on a back leg. Let's try one of the back legs. Somewhere out of sight. If I don't like it, then I don't really have to stress too much about it. Because no one's going to be looking there anyway. Right? Right? Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, that was way too much paint on the brush. Way too much paint on the brush. That's okay though. That's okay. We're going to just roll with it. Okay, and we'll do the other leg with the Absolution Green. All right, so we want this super duper thin. We want this super duper thin where it's just like an accent color. Where I just want the green. All I want it to do is to just sneak into those spots where the black was lightly coated. And then just add just a touch of green shade to it. That's all we got. That's all we need. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I don't know why my camera colors are so off. So you can't really tell, but it does look cool. All right, so now let's try the Absolution Green on the other leg. Let's which one we like more. This is a speed paint. Yeah, the speed paints have little have the little marbles in them, and so when you shake it, you don't hear the marble moving. You know you got a lot of shaking left to do. Come on, come on! Holy crap! Let me let some air out of it. Maybe it's because if you hear this one, holy crap! This bad boy is is in desperate need. I don't think I've ever had to shake it this hard before. I still haven't gotten there. Let me back up some. You can. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Let me shake it upside down so that the pigment will move a little more. Holy crap! I never had to do one so hard before. There we go. There we go. A little effort, but it's okay. Okay, so let's put this one on the other side of the other green I was using. Okay. Okay. All right. Just that little bit of paint. Oh crap. Oh, that looks really good. But it might be too strong. But only because I put too much of it. Okay. Okay. Oh, let me get this on camera. All right, live update. Test tube vortexer. Okay, so. Oh, camera's right here. What am I doing? Oh crap. Oh, the vultures. Ah, that's right. Okay. Still kind of in shadow, so it's kind of hard to give you a good look. Tilt the camera this way. So here's our two options. I think that this one, the darker green, I think looks closer to what I had in mind. They both look pretty good though. Come on, focus, focus. So I think that the darker green fits a little better. I think it does what I want to do a little better. So I think we're going with the darker green. What's funny is I don't actually like the so yeah, I'm with you on that. I think it's the darker one. It works better. What's funny is so I'm doing Dark Angels. I'm obviously not doing my chapter is not the Dark Angels, but they're like successors, obviously. I actually don't like the Dark Angels, their green color scheme. I typically like green. I typically like green a lot, but for whatever reason, I don't like their green color scheme very much. It has grown on me a little bit, I will admit. But but this black with green, I think is really cool. I think it's a very cool effect. Whenever I saw Mr. Workshop posting those initial pictures of the lion, and that was how they did him, black with like these green, like almost like a green glaze or like highlights. My camera, my light back over here. I knew if I'm doing Dark Angel successors, I have to do that. Like I have to do those colors. It's close enough to be a clear call to them, but different enough that I'm not just painting just regular Dark Angels, you know? And it looks really, really cool because I actually do like green a lot. And I was already, my other guys were already black. So I don't have to change much on them. So I can keep them all black and then just add these, like this glaze on top of what I already had. And it'll look really good, I think. I just look at the, come on, focus, focus. I just love like the layered look. Like just like the green just kind of shining through. But it's not just green. They're black, but with that green tint to it. I really like that. It's really cool. Okay. I kind of remember there is some stuff that I can actually accidentally hit and mess up. So I have to be a little careful. Oh boy. To be a little careful not to hit those things. I'm not even so much painting it as I am putting a dab of it down, and then I'm removing it and sliding it around, whatever I get a hold of. Okay, good luck. Listen to the baby vultures and go hide in the bad weather. Okay, okay. There we go. All right, we are off to a very good start. I don't know how long I'm going to go for today. This was a random idea that I had. So I came home for lunch. I was I was in doing one of my classes this morning until about 12, and I didn't want to pay for lunch. So I don't like paying for lunch. I try and only do that 1 to 2 times a week. And generally one of those times is because I'm on the road and can't really bring lunch with me because it would go bad in my car. So I decided to come home afterwards to grab lunch. And I had the idea for this, and I found that I could get my webcam set up to where I could do it. And so I was like, oh, okay, here we go. So it's sort of a spur of the moment decision. My back is upset with me for it because it's not the most comfortable way to be sitting for this. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot to finish the face off. Oh, I forgot to finish the face or the helm. Okay. A little too much on the face. Let's try and clean a little bit of it off. Don't remove a little bit of it. So that it's got a little bit more black going on. There we go. There we go. All right, let me reset the webcam. Give me a second. It's weird. I wonder why it's still doing that. I've never had this issue before. And I've streamed with the webcam and with the light on, so it can't be what it is. Can it? Okay, plug the webcam back in. Okay. Properties, deactivate, activate. There we go, we're back. I screwed up. Okay. I can lean this back a little so I don't have to sit so close. And then if I did this and this, so I can at least be a little more comfortable. Absolution green, which I'm pretty sure Absolution green, this color I'm using, I'm pretty sure this is the color that was definitely not meant for painting Dark Angels with. So all Army Painter's colors, not all of them, but a lot of them are clearly references to Games Workshop colors. Not like, I'm not necessarily saying they're copying them or anything, but that they know what you're buying their paints for. So they're going to let you know, hey, this Absolution green, you painting some Dark Angels? Here they are. Here's your colors. Okay. Which I can't really blame them for. It's handy. It's just funny. uh, what is that? Because there's another one that they have that's clearly meant as a 40K color. Which one is it? Um, oh, plasmatic. Was it? There's one of them that's pretty clearly meant to say, "Hey, this is the color you use to paint that army that you play." I just don't remember which one it is. There's a couple of those actually. Once again, I get it's a good thing to do, honestly, but it is funny. Oh, this is my cleaning brush. No, 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 cleaning brush. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean this one out. This is starting to get some issues. Okay. Okay, it's not, I can't continue doing this. Um, I wonder if I could, I wonder if I quit doing the camera. Unfortunately, this is clearly a doom task. Uh, I wonder if I could just, if I turn the camera off, I wonder if I could just do a normal stream. I could just pull up Pokorogue or something and finish that run up I was on. Let me see. We'll try. I'm a little disappointed. I don't know why it's doing this. Because every single USB port is stopping all at once for some reason. Okay, let me clear some space off here. I'll unplug the camera. Okay. It's on my PC. I keep saying the hub, but it's some of it's plugged into the front of the PC, some of it's plugged in the back of the PC. Let me see here. Let me see here. Set my stuff out the way. Okay. Colors here so I can use them tomorrow if I start painting, which I need to do. Okay, let's see. Let's do a little experiment. A social experiment like the kids used to do. Isn't that what the kids used to do on YouTube? Back when I was a little too old to call myself a kid, but not old enough to be an adult. Okay, and then I need to plug my headset back in. Where's my headset plug in? Oh, this was there. Right? No, no, it wasn't. Which one of these went to the headset? Was it this? Yeah, that was this one. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough on that, actually. Fair enough. I get that feeling too sometimes. I remember, I've probably mentioned this before. Um, one of one of my like formative memories, which is probably the wrong way of putting it, but like just one of the things that really stuck with me from my childhood was asking my mom. 1 second. Get this plugged in, and I'll finish. Okay, is that working? Okay, there we go. One of the things that I like really stuck with me throughout my entire life was when I was a kid asking my mom once, uh, "Mom, when did you start feeling like an adult?" Oh, that's why that's like that. And her response was, "I'll tell you when I do start feeling like an adult." As a kid, I just remember being like blown away, like, "What? What do you mean? How do you not feel like an adult?" But no, no, I get it. I get it. I don't really feel like an adult either. Okay, let's see. So obviously, uh-oh. Oh boy, that's broken. Okay, let me close that. Volume mixer. We might do a since the webcam is borked. Let's see, what can we do instead? I do Poker Rogue. I'm a little paranoid about. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm kind of paranoid about doing Poker Rogue sometimes. That like one day, the Pokemon Company is going to throw a fit about it, or Nintendo. All right, let's see here. Um, okay, that's what we're gonna do. We'll just do a Poker Rogue stream. So let me stop the stream and then restart the broadcast as Poker Rogue stream. Just give me a second. Huh. Actually, I just edit it here. Well, no, I want to stop it so that they're different. And